Namaskar. I am Dr. Sapunti, brings you the viewpoint. Manipur, a land of cultural richness. Yet for years it has been a focal point of ethnic tensions, insurgency and political turbulence. Recently, both Prime Minister Narendra Modi and President Droupadi Murmu visited the state in quick succession. But what does this mean for the future of Manipur's politics, security and peace process? Let's break it down. In September 2025, Prime Minister Narendra Modi made a significant visit to Manipur, his first since the outbreak of intense ethnic violence in May 2023, which has killed hundreds and displaced thousands. Now in December 2025, President Droupadi Murmu on her first visit to the state since becoming president arrived amid heightened tension, shutdown calls and protests by local groups. These visits symbolize the central government's intent to directly engage with one of India's most troubled northeastern states. Leaders don't visit conflict zones for only ceremonial reasons. There are strategic goals too. Both visits signal that the union government is taking the situation seriously, trying to reassure all communities that the Delhi is watching and will intervene where necessary. President Droupadi Murmu unveiled or attended key development initiative projects worth significant sums aimed at rebuilding infrastructure and economic confidence among locals. For the ruling party, such visits also reinforce national integration, portraying stability and governance, even as opposition voices questions in timing and effectiveness of action. One of the core regions the conflict in Manipur persists in the deep ethnic fault line, particularly between the Meitei community in the valley and Kuki tribes in the hills. These conflicts escalated into widespread violence in 2023 when the state's withdrawal from a suspension of operations agreement triggered fresh clashes. President Droupadi Murmu's visit, however, has been made by protests and shutdown calls from some local outfits who argue that political leaders haven't adequately addressed indigenous rights and security concerns. This makes the risks of political reconciliation not just about security enforcement, but also about identity and justice. Insurgency in Manipur is not new. It has been ongoing for decades, fueled by various groups with different aims, including demands for autonomy or separate states. There are long-standing insurgent organizations like the Kuki National Front, Maoist fractions, many smaller militant and civilian pressures pushing their own demands. Add to this the spillover effects from Myanmar civil war, which has complicated security dynamics and cross-border movement. Both visits have focused on reaffirming peace, improving security force coordination, and bolstering development, but the ground reality remains fragile. So, what real impact can these visits have? In short term, increased security presence, highlighting government commitment, popular symbolic reassurance for affected communities. In the long run, addressing root causes of ethnic grievances, ensuring sustained peace talks with all groups, political representation and fair access to resources. Unless dialogue is inclusive, especially between key groups like the Meiteis and Kukis, tensions might persist no matter how many leaders visit. Manipur stands at a crossroads. The high-profile visit of India's top leaders demonstrates political intent, but real peace will depend on trust, dialogue, and justice for all communities. Only time will tell if this marks a turning point. And that's all for now. Thank you.